Rich made this.
Look, I done bossed up. Many nights it was all us. In the city where we flossed up, working on my last move. Many nights I ain't had food. Projects treated bad too. They label me rich now. In Long Beach, I'm a hit now. Weirdos gon' sit down, focused on my cash flow. Now they say I'm the rap gold. Racks up, 4,000 copies sold. Hustle all my life, I had to hustle my defeat. Many days I was walking down Atlantic to the east. No bus fare, 61 just went right past me. Now I make my own hits. Studio by the beach, it's all facts with us. Sold trees, sold grams with us. $1 million max with us. All I know is street life. No, all I know is beach life. From the north to the east, right? Long Beach, hit with some Long Beach waves. Cruising down the block, trying to block all these Long Beach strays. My chick said he tripping, she ain't understand my Long Beach game. In this city by the sea, everybody want this Long Beach fine. Look, Long Beach fine.
We're here again. It is the Cammie Show presents In the Stew with Cammie Johnson. Yeah, we're in the stew. We are actually in the stew with Cammie Johnson. And we have a special guest tonight. Man, we have kind of a parallel story, too. We'll get into that, though. We have tonight, and everybody better applause for this. We got a room full of people in here. Tonight we have Is Bonkers. Give him a round of applause.
What's the deal, man?
I mean, tonight is an interesting night. And what I want to sit down with you with is, and the reason why I want to sit with is who is Bonkerz? Now, first time I seen it, this Volume 2 album, I was like, okay, so there's a Volume 1.
Yeah.
And then people didn't know who was Bonkerz, or you just wanted to say, you know what, I'm going to go with a Volume 2, right?
Yeah, no, they had the Volume 1.
They had the Volume
so
1.
They probably just didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep it going.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm not about to wait on nobody.
Yeah. So, well, who is Bonkerz?
I mean, you know, that's why you got to tap into the music and you find out, you feel me? But at the end of the day, you know, it's a black man out here in these LA streets, you know, specifically Compton, just trying to make it out, you know, with their homies and going through the normal, you know, ups and downs of a black man out here in the streets, you know, no different from the next man, you know. But you know, when you get into detail, you just got to really go into the music, you know, because I'm real vulnerable when it comes to the music.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to start with your foundation.
Yeah.
Your foundation is you have a father from Central, South Central. You have a mother from Compton.
Yeah.
I have the same story.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was born in Compton.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, with, you know, because of those people that are not from here don't understand, like, they're just right next to each other. But they're two different worlds.
For sure.
And to the merge of the two from two different parts of the city, the hub city, LA, how does that upbringing bring you here? Now you are representing Compton as you display it. How does it really affect you now?
So for me, it's like, from my pop side, I never really knew any of them. You know what I'm saying? So I really only knew my mom's side of the family. Yeah. So that's why really all I know is Compton. But for me, it's like we moved around a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I lived all over LA. Yeah. All over Bellflower, Lakewood, Cerritos, La Palma. Like, you feel me? Yeah. I lived everywhere. So, but I never felt anywhere was home other than Compton. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, that's what I knew. You feel me? Yeah. So going everywhere, you know, and then even lived in Vegas. It's just like, from all these places, I gotta come home. Yeah. You know, and pick up where, you know what I'm saying, the older homies left off.
Yeah. Well, I know one thing for sure, like, you know, you have the billboards, you have the promotion teams, you got the, you know, the publicists behind you, the management behind you, and you're really building this as a foundation of a business instead of just, you know, just doing the music. And that's a lot of things, and like in this, and I don't want to like, you know, dismiss this as really heavy this week. We're filming this the week that, you know, we lost the man, the one who put the blueprint together for all of us to be entrepreneurs and all businessmen and women. And how does it, like, you know, since Sunday, I haven't been the same person. How is it now? Like, you know, before Sunday, your business was different. How has it changed for you?
Like, it really, so like, it really didn't change. It just really put the stamp on it. You know what I mean? And it's like, there's no other way. Like, this is it. You know what I mean? It was, you know, it's unfortunate. You know, rest in peace, man. Because
rest in peace.
He was a great man for Los Angeles. Like, we needed him. You feel me? It was our next Pac, in my opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just for what he stood for.
In a lot of people's opinion, for sure.
So, you know, it's been a heavy week. So like, since then, it's like, all right, it's go time now. It's go time. This man done left everything for you to know. So if you don't do it, that's on you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't take all those tools that he told you to take, you know what I'm saying? It's on you. So everybody got the same opportunities right now. And
you know, growing up, you know, I grew up in a time of, like, Tupac was the thing, and you know, we had a very, very distinct lines of blue and red. Like, you stay over here, you stay over here. And in this time, as we're growing, you know, in this time of music, we see artists really working on both sides of it that have worked together. Doing, you know, mega hits, mega albums, really working together, doing business together. And for this to happen right now, you know, within their own, it's really, it really affects me even more, because it's like, who do you trust? Who's around you? So really, in all honesty, like, you set a foundation. Who is it that you trust in this business?
In the business, nobody. You know, in the business, that's why I just kind of, you got to create your own business. So in the business, my people, you know, the people that I'm with, that's it, really. You know, can't trust anybody else.
Will your movements be different?
No, because I always keep it like that.
I
don't be hanging out with people like that. I don't be going different places like that. Like, you know what I mean? So I still move the same, you know. And sometimes, you know, shit just happen, you know. But no, we still move tight. You know, if anything get tighter, you know, ready to start watching people.
Well, you know, listening through your album, Who Is Bonkers, and understanding, like, your music and how you have, like, the distinct sound. Like, that's what I grew up with. You knew who Flavor Flav was. You knew who, you know, so and so over here was. You knew, and your sound, it's not even so much the music, it's your voice. Your voice is very deep, like, just sitting there talking, but you have, like, this different sound on a track. Where does that come from? Is that something that you just purposely did, or it just came out that's how it come out like that?
Yeah, that's just what it is. That's just bonkers. You know what I'm saying? That's just bonkers. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah. Where did the name Bonkerz come from?
Man, it come from me being like, when you think of bonkers, you think of something funny. You think of something extra unordinary. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Like, another word for crazy. Like, it's bonkers. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, that's my personality. You know, no matter, like, we talking comical or anger. You know what I mean? So, you know, my older relative kind of gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? A while back. So, you know, I had a couple rap names, and I went back to what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we got to get into the rap name.
For sure.
Yeah, well, tonight we really wanted to celebrate Nipsey in such a special way, as we get deep into, you know, how music has been affected. Because, you know, the day that Tupac died, the day that Biggie died, it was, I'll remember where it was. Yeah. But I will never forget where I was.
For sure.
When Nipsey transitioned. Yep. And it's really difficult for me. Yeah. I won't even lie, because not so much that, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, what I think about in entrepreneurship, but I think about the safety of our men. Yeah. And, you know, our artists, I'm very caring. I want to make sure that, you know, every person that I get in contact with, every artist, every musician, every man, every young man, is safe out there. So we're going to really get deep into it, but I want our DJ to really do a tribute, and we'll come back and we'll talk about you, Bonkerz, and how we can move forward in this time of you know, our city hurting, and how we can, as a unit, as a city, can move forward. Okay.
For sure.
All right, we'll be back. This is Radio S1. This is Cammie Johnson in the stew with Cammie Johnson. We will be back after this. Yo, Camino, let's start it off.
Let's do it.
In these boomer sways, I'ma still make millions when this music fade. Reinvent every time the music change. My gut had me feeling like I knew the way. I feel like I spoke for my generation. All game in my demonstration. To my gang, I'm a different greatness. Pay dues, never missed a payment. Stay true, now it's entertainment. Feel like I'm built for whatever storm. Whatever way the game tests me in whatever form. All in dark times that they never saw. I feel like I stand tall and can never fall. I feel like a one-on-one, like the last dope boy in the game with 100 tons. Tupac at the troublesome, a boosie badass, drop a bag on you niggas if I want it done. Paid the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life, look, all my life, been grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle paid the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life, look, I'm married to this game, that's who I made my wife, said I die alone, I told that bitch she probably right. One thing that's for sure, not a stranger to this life. Got a safe that's full of Franklins and a shoulder full of stripes. I don't know a nigga like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. County jail fade, you can pull my file yourself. Spy raid, swallow rocks, I'm getting high myself. Nah, and damn right I like the life I built. I'm from West Side 60, shit I might got killed. Standing so tall, they think I might got stilts. Legendary baller like Mike, like Wilt. 96 Impala, thug life on wheels. Up against the wall, squabble at Fox Hills. Like a motherfucking boss, ask me how I feel. Successful street nigga touching them first meals. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look.
Fuck down, try. Fuck down, try.
Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. I don't like your ass. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah. Nigga, am I tripping? Let me know. I thought all that Donald Trump bullshit was a joke. Know what they say when rich niggas go broke? Look, Reagan so cold, Obama so hope. Donald Trump spent his trust fund money on the vote. I'm from a place where you probably can't go. Speaking for some people that you probably ain't know. It's pressure built up and it's probably gonna blow. And if we say go, then they probably gonna go. You vote Trump, then you probably on dope. And if you like me, then you probably ain't know. And if you been in jail, you could probably still vote. If we let this nigga win, we gon' probably feel broke. You build walls, we gon' probably dig holes. And if your ass do win, you gon' probably get smoked, nigga. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck you. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, my nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. It's a real nigga celebration. It's a dime block declaration. 59th and 5th Ave, granny house with vanilla wafers. It's the remedy to separation. Tupac of my generation. Blue pill in the fucking matrix. Red rose in the great pavement. Young black nigga trapped and he can't change it. Know he a genius, he just can't claim it. Cause they left him no platforms to explain it. He frustrated, so he get faded. But deep down inside, he know you can't fade him. How long should I stay dedicated? How long till opportunity meet preparation? I need some real nigga reparations. Or I run up in your bank just for recreation. Dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication. Dedication. Look.
I spent my whole life thinking out the box. Boxing homies 3-on-1, got DP, but I ain't dropped. Chirp on me, here I come. Spin around the block, they blurped on me. Said I ran a stop sign, but that's a lie. I spent my whole life staring at the stage, playing Sega, daddy smoking Sherm, mama playing spades, catching vapors. Grandma said I get some Jordans for my grades, that's my baby. When she died, my heart broke 100 ways. I spent my whole life trying to make it, trying to chase it. The cycle of a black man divided, trying to break it. You take a lost shit, don't cry about it, just embrace it. Mine a setback for major comeback, that's my favorite. My nigga L said you do a song with Nip, K-Dot here better grip. I said he a man first, you hear the words out his lips about flourishing from the streets to black businesses. Level 4 y'all living, give it to fuck.
And we're back. Cammie Johnson in the stew. We're here with Bonkerz. Come on, Bonkerz.
What's the deal?
Man, that
What's
was
up?
rough to listen to, too. Like, I listened to, like, all the tributes and everything that's coming through. And I will say this. Hats off to you for being, like, diligent and being, you know, through all of this. You're really down in the trenches with all of these artists that have been here. So let's go back to, you know, how did you start? How did you, like, say, you know what, I'm going to put all of my time and my energy and my effort into my talent and say, you know what, this is what I want to do?
Shit, I always rap, you feel me? But I didn't start taking it serious until I got injured. So I used to play ball. I was playing football out in Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I blew my knee out, tore my MCL. So it was a wrap, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So then after that, I'm like, man, I just want to do what I want to do. Like, that didn't work out. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to do it, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I went to the homie studio and I just did this little song. Ever since that day, I ain't looked back. It was like 6 years ago, though.
6 years,
yeah.
Wow, yeah. And then you're here full circle. And, you know, what is your process? Like, what do you do, like, when you approach a song? Because some people, you know, I'm old school. Like, I write everything down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, when do you approach a song? Is it with a track first, or is it something like, look, this is what I want to put on paper. Can we get something to wrap around this?
It depends. Like, sometimes I just be having shit to say, so I just need a beat.
Yeah.
Other times, I'll be looking for beats, and then the beat will make me feel a certain way. You know, some beats just make you feel evil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I start talking about that. Or some beats make maybe when you want to talk about a female or something. You know, you just I rely on the beat a lot of the times too.
Yeah. And so your approach to Who Is Bonkers Volume 2, how did you? I mean, because you did the Volume 1 and now you're in Volume 2. What was your approach with this album, and what makes it different from anything that you've done before? Because it seems like it's like a new energy with anything that you've done. Yeah,
for sure. Man, I don't know. I always just try to make all my shit better. Like, my shit gonna be better than my last. You know what I'm saying? So I put out Who Is Bonkers Volume 1. It was hard. You feel me? I had some bangers on there. And I'm like, damn, I gotta come even harder than that.
Right.
So, you know, and then I'll listen. Like, sometimes I don't like listening to other artists. And then sometimes I do just be like, okay, get me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck these. I'm about to get on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. And my whole mindset, I was just kind of like, these niggas ain't harder than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell my story and talk about some real shit. Like, you feel me? And that shit'd be hip. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it was for Volume 2. I was just like, nigga gotta come hard. That's really it.
Yeah.
You know?
And what is, like, you know, there's always that one, that favorite one that you're just like, this is who I am. This is going on the album first. This is one. What is that track? What does it sound like? What is it?
My favorite one is Bite Down.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
It's like my other favorite one is Lifestyle. You feel me? My other, like, I got a lot of favorites on there. I really like almost every song on there. You feel me? But like, even like the Hold Me Down, you feel me? For me, like, that was the first time I did a song like that, you know, with a female artist singing, you know what I'm saying, slower beat. So, but I did my thing on it, so I like it a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I stepped out of my comfort zone and I did well. You know what I'm saying?
You can tell, So it was definitely definitely a switch up.
Yeah, and then De Niro too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the energy on that one is what I like.
Yeah.
You know, so it's hard, man. I like the whole album.
Well, I like the whole concept of, you know, the fried chicken and
yeah.
What's the origin story? I need to know the origin story. I can guess at it, but what's your origin story behind the album art?
It's the section.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of the neighborhood. For me, it was part of, like, growing up. Like, I remember I went to preschool, you know what I'm saying, at Wonderland Angels right there on Avalon, and every day moms picked me up, go right there to Goldenberg. You know what I'm saying? Before it wasn't even Goldenberg. You know what I'm saying? It was another one we used to go to. What was that shit before? It was something else before I was little, you feel me? But from what I remember, it was Goldenberg. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
The corn fritters.
Yeah, people, you know, family pass away and shit.
Yeah,
they go to Goldenberg, get the box of chicken, bring it to the house. We at the house.
Right.
You know, so it was just a section like, all right, this is like, you know, this is go time. So I'm gonna put on for the section, and we all about to win. You know?
Yeah. And your decision to really promote it harder than I've seen a lot of artists come out here, and promotions is so important. I come from a background in marketing and PR, and what was your decision to say, you know what, I need to go hard with the marketing and really, you know, it costs money to do all of these things. Was it a decision from the very beginning, or someone's like had to hammer it into you, like, this is what I need to do?
No, I kind of always knew it was what I needed to do, but like you said, it take money, you know what I'm saying? You got to really invest in yourself. So it was more so just really finally coming up with that plan, like how I'm going to put this money up, and then I need to see this back from it, you know what I mean? Or if I take an L on it, I don't want to take too big of an L, so it got to, you know what I'm saying? So
it got to make sense.
Working that out, you know what I'm saying? And it was just, it needed to happen, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you can make great music, but if nobody hear it, it don't matter.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, people got to hear it.
Yeah.
So
and then your collaboration, you know, with Trap LA has been such an important piece to the puzzle for so many artists here, including us as well. Supporting us as every step of the way. What is it that collaboration has brought to you, and how can we continue to be on this collaborative mode for every artist out here?
I think people just got to put away their egos, you know what I'm saying? And fuck with people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I understand, because there's a lot of politics involved with a lot of things, but like it's just a lot of egos too at the same time, you feel me? So I feel like if we just kind of put our egos down and just be men and women about the situations and really want to see the next person win, then the collaborative thing is just going to be smooth. It's going to be a breeze, you know? But if not, then it's going to be, how it's always been.
Well, I will say that, with all the collaborations, let the audience know, like, who you've collaborated with and your decision behind making these collaborations happen on your album.
Let's see, shit. So the first collab was Rich Espy. Rich Espy, he's an Atlanta artist. He was signed to Maybach, and he was doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? And I just really like his voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, his voice is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
It's real distinctive, and it's just, you can't imitate it. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing like that at all.
He got different style to him, too. So he actually reached out to me on Instagram, and so I'm like, shit, let's set it up. So he like, bet, say no more. Sent him the beat, boom, bow. It was it, done deal. So yeah, that's why I was fucking with him, because he was doing this shit. Rich Ass, who else? It was JC on Hold Me Down. She's really the only, like, it's a lot of female artists, but for me, I ain't been able to really meet too many, and a lot of them flaky, and then they'll be like, oh, I'm nervous, or I don't want to sing. Well, then you're not a singer.
You're not a singer if you don't want to sing.
So yeah, so it's like I ran into a lot of that, and JC was the only one who was ready, about it, and she was on her shit. She, upcoming artist too, so boom, was JC. And then I just have Yellow Hill Funk P and Hit Town. And Yellow Hill, that's my relative. That's my little relative.
Because I was going to ask you about Yellow Hill, too.
Yeah, that's my little relative.
His voice is incredible, too.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah,
he got that distinctive voice.
He comes from a different perspective. So.
Yeah, he does, he does, definitely. Because he grew up on another side of town.
Right.
So,
right.
And then Hit Town, I met Hit Town through Yellow Hill, and, that he does, like, everything, you feel me? Mixing and fucking artwork, everything. So it's like, I fuck with these people because they're all creatives, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then Funk P, he was a nigga who reached out to me. Like I said, he ain't had no ego or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? For a nigga to actually reach out to you and be like, bro, what's up? Let's work. You feel me? It take a lot for a nigga to do that.
Yeah.
So I respect that. So, of course, that was mandatory, them features. And that was it, really. That was all the features I had.
Yeah, well, I will say that with all of the collaborations, with the album, with the creativity, with even with the design of the album, who Is Bonkers has been, and what is put out there is that there's so many people have seen your work. Now you're promoting. Now you're doing what you need to do. Now, what is it going to take for people to really finally know who is Bonkerz? What is it going to take? Because I hear your music.
Yeah.
I see it, and I'm like, there's a difference. There's a DeAndre, and then there's a Bonkerz. Are they the same, or are they different?
They're the same, but they're different.
Yeah.
You feel me? They're the same, but they're different.
So explain. Like, how are they the same?
Well, like, you got to be able to, I feel like you got to have so many different realms of yourself, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be the same person all the time, if that makes sense. So, like, you got to, when it's business time, it's time to be business, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when it's time to be on some gangster shit, you be on some gangster shit. Like, it's a time and a place for everything. So, you gotta, in order to make it in the world, you gotta be able to put on different masks so you can get where you gotta get to. You feel me? Or else a lot of people gonna judge you for, you know what I'm saying, whatever they perceive you as. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just gotta be able to walk the walk. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like I'm adaptable.
Yeah.
In every different situation, no matter who you put me around.
Yeah.
So that's why it's bonkers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm still me.
DeAndre, there's a whole lot of people that love DeAndre.
For sure.
And how is that different from Bonkerz? Because Bonkerz is the artist. DeAndre is this guy that, you know, get the phone calls.
Yeah.
Like, you need to call me.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's the, you know, the people care, you know what I'm saying? And it's me personally, it's like, you know, I care about my peoples, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I love my people, you know? So but like I said, that's both. That's me. No matter what, DeAndre or Bonkerz, like, that's me. I love my people. You know, I'm a ride for my people.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So that's what you're going to get from both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know, because I listened to, we spoke about this before the skit.
Yeah.
The voicemail.
Yeah.
I thought the voicemail was definitely, it hit home. You always got your mama.
Yeah.
You always got that uncle, like, always checking on you.
Yep.
Well, in my case, it's always auntie checking on me and making sure I'm okay. How is it that you said you haven't really known, like, your father's side of the family?
Yeah.
So it really, I know that there's male presence that's around you.
For sure.
Who are the men that have been in your life that have created Bonkerz, who he is the man today?
Shit, man, and that right there is like, you know, it's a lot of, my family was mostly males. But the ones who it really started with was Pops, you feel me? My Pops and my Uncle Goldie and Brad, you know. And they the one who taught me about really all of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything. So I would say those three men right there. Yeah, from my Pops, my Uncle Goldie, and Uncle Brad.
Well, that's when, I mean, they're the ones that probably really inspired you to be fearless. Fearless
and just to be a real man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of people out there that, you know, a lot of males that are not men. If you know what I'm saying. You feel me? So, yeah. He taught me that for sure.
Yeah. And then, you know, with a female presence, because you have this one lady that's here sitting there next to you, and I know she's like right in the pocket at all times. I know she's like checking on you, making sure you're okay, making sure you're doing what you need to do. What is the female presence have done for you?
Saved my life for sure. Yeah, I feel like the females, they know the type of person I am, you feel me?
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, my moms be calling me like she do, you feel me? Because she know the type of person I am, the type of life I live, all of that. So I feel like they really do kind of, you know, help a nigga stay grounded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
Well, we're going to go into a break right now, but I want to play what we spoke about, Bite Down.
Yeah. Is
that cool?
Yeah, that's straight.
So we're going to play Bite Down, and Il Camille's going to get it queued up, and we'll be back. This is In the Stew with Cammie Johnson, Radio West 1. We'll be back after this.
Yeah.
Out everything, all the distractions going on around you. Fuck all that shit. Fuck them Balenciagas. Fuck them Gucci belts. Fuck all that shit. Fuck that Louis backpack. Fuck that shit. You feel me? Just focus on biting down. Just focus on your craft. If this what you want to do. If you bullshitting, that's what you should expect from this shit. Some bullshit. A bullshit check. But if you biting down and you serious about this shit, you gotta do it for like multiple years on years, though. You can't expect to do it for a week and think you finna hit. You gotta do this shit years on top of years.
Yeah. Welcome. Who is Bonkerz Volume 2? Yeah. Dust your shoes off, bitch. Get in. Come on. We're going for a ride. Yokohamas on my tires, go skirt. Pull up, do a drop-by in reverse. You out of bounds, nigga. This the golden bird. Hollow tip bullet sound like a nerf. Mama said I need to go to church. I hate to see the homies on the shirt. I miss block parties in the turf. I would never hesitate to shoot first. Interstate, on the bus with the work. All by myself when I do my dirt. Some of y'all niggas like doing paperwork. Should've stayed out the streets and got a job as a clerk. You a sucker, you a nerd. You ain't bragging, you won't burst. Good dick, make her squirt. She dressed up as a nurse. She said, fuck me till it hurt. I came last, she came first. Riding through the bitty. Go to Smitty's, get some Henny. Handshake, store Phillies. I'm not with the rapper gimmicks. Made it out the hood, somehow I ended up back in it. Don't let niggas push my limits. This is volume 2. I'm feeling like Zeus, feeling like I'm Jesus. On God, you know I'm with my troops. On God, you know I'm about my loot. Riding through the bitty. Go to Smitty's, get some Henny. Handshake, store Phillies. I'm not with the rapper gimmicks. Made it out the hood, somehow I ended up back in it. Don't let niggas push my limits. No. This is volume 2. I'm feeling like Zeus, feeling like I'm Jesus. On God, you know I'm with my troops. On God, you know I'm about my loot.
Rich made this.
And we're back, Cammie Johnson. That's Bite Down. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tell me the story about this video shoot, man. This was wild.
The video shoot?
Yeah, tell me what's going on here. You got a whole lot going on.
Nah, not really. It was just the homies out there, you feel me? Some homies and a couple other niggas, you know what I'm saying, from around the way and shit. And we was just out there drinking Henny and then just went right back to the block. That was it. So it was really regular, huh? Like, it was really regular. Yeah, it was normal as fuck.
And that's what your mom calls you about.
For sure. She be seeing that shit like, what you doing hanging out? Why you be hanging out? Why you know what I'm saying, go inside?
Well, like I mean, so when you were growing up, there was a time and a place, like you made a decision, like this is going to be my life.
Yeah.
And, how was that conversation with your moms?
Shit, I mean, it's like, she know what's up, you know what I'm saying? She from the hood too, so.
Yeah.
We had so many people die, so many men die in our family. She just, you know, of course, it's every mother's, like, worst nightmare, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, for her, it's like, she don't want to, you know what I'm saying, even believe it, think about it, but she know what's up, so she want to make sure a nigga cool, you know? But it's just my family grew up in it. You know what I'm saying? It was no other choice. Like, it's just what it is.
Yeah, it was
all I knew. It was all that was around. Like I said, it was just my older relatives. Like I said, you feel me? But that was just the family.
Yeah, so. I understand. And it's really tough on women. We're raising men, and we are forever. Like protective. Yep. I'm always like mom to somebody, even back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was protective of my little brother. I was his mom, his second mom. So it didn't matter what it was. Rest in peace to him too, because he's, he had his time here.
In peace, yeah.
But one thing for sure, it's difficult to make that decision in life, and as we move forward with Nipsey's passing and knowing what the blueprint to success is.
Yeah.
Not being afraid to claim, where your hood is from or where you come from. How does that play into now the future of music? Because our music has been about that lifestyle, about that way of living that hasn't been successful, because also in those stories it hasn't been successful, but we continue to write the same stories over and over and over and over again. Is it going to change for you, for the community? Do you think that there's going to be a change in our music as we move forward?
Yeah, I can't really speak for nobody else, but for me it ain't going to change nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because what happened, it wasn't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? It may have shed light on a few things, but it's been happening for years. I know a homie who, you know what I'm saying, passed in the same kind of situation as that. Right. It's unfortunate, you feel me? Rest in peace. But it's like, it ain't going, it's the culture, and that's not the culture in LA, but the lifestyle that we live is the culture in LA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's like a freak accident.
Yeah.
That was something totally different. So like this right here, and it's still gonna talk about the same, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The same lifestyle that I'm still living. It's not gonna deter me from living the lifestyle I live.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no. I mean, I understand it makes sense, and you know, for those who not a part of it, it doesn't. It completely
it doesn't make any
sense at all. And you know, people live like that fine line of, you know your relatives, you know what they do, you know what their lifestyle, you know their family and what they do, but it's like, how do we know that the music is there and we got that, we get it. How do we move forward as a culture? Because the culture of hip hop needs to come from a place of where it came from the very beginning, which was to tell stories, to tell street stories, and how we can move forward from it.
Yeah. I think if a lot of artists with platforms follow that blueprint, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a lot more love around the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if artists do that, we'll see that change that Nip was trying to bring, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see it. But if they don't, then it's gonna be the same nasty cycle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I understand that.
So, but for me it's just like, I just wanna see my section win. You feel me? And those around me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the rest throughout the city, the unfortunate ones, you know what I'm saying? That's just facing different struggles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than me.
Oh, of
you know
course
what I'm
it
saying?
is. Yeah. And
for sure.
Definitely we have a responsibility, for ourselves and who, our unit is.
Yep.
But do we also have like the responsibility to say it starts with me?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Because and that's the thing. But a lot of artists aren't responsible, so they don't think like that. You know, they really only think for themselves. But it starts with you for sure. Internally, you got to be right. You know what I'm saying? In order to produce positive energy around and out to everybody else, you got to know who you are inside personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you ain't gonna be able to. You know what I'm saying? Share any positiveness.
Yeah. Because one thing for sure, what I really want to see as we move forward is to continue on the path of, someone over here, someone over there, that they're actually, the collaborations continue.
Yeah.
And that there's no, response, like a knee-jerk response like, okay, I can't work with you no more. Because we've actually produced, in the last 5 years, we've produced some amazing music based off of, hey, we're gonna work together.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and if people's focus is the green, then that's gonna continue to happen. You know what I'm saying? And get this money. But like I said, it's a lot of politics for certain different situations. That some things will probably never happen, and some collaborations will probably never happen.
Right.
But there's other situations that it can happen. You know what I'm saying? And if people are accordingly, and cordial, then it'll happen. You know.
Yeah.
So it's business, though. People got to look at it. It's different, and sometimes it's hard to separate the streets and the business. But I think that's the biggest thing that people have to learn is when it's time to be business, focus on what you need to do, and street shit be street shit.
Right. Well, I will know, soon enough we're going to be working on a sit down, a talk about the future.
Yeah.
With some artists that knew Nipsey, and working with him as well. And we have to start with us.
Yeah.
And sit down and really have that opportunity to speak on it. But with you as an artist, and you have been around on the outside, inside, whatever, of all this music that's going on, especially in LA and Compton, what is it that you see happening in the future, the sound, the music?
Man, I feel like it's going to come back around, because, it was a different wave, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what, Nip helped bring back was that LA sound. So now I feel like he opened them doors for the great music to come back.
Yeah.
So in the future, that's what I see, a lot of great music and not like just real rap, you know what I'm saying? Not like no disrespect to anybody else make different kind of music, that's cool, but some real LA rap shit, the West Coast sound. I feel like that's what I see in the future coming back.
Well, I'm congratulating you on your album. You have so much more to tell with Bonkerz.
For sure. A lot.
And I want to see you again.
Yeah.
Because you have some. I know you have some more things going on. You have the Caution.
Yeah. Just dropped the new single.
Yeah, the single Caution.
That's out right now on the SoundCloud. It's gonna be out everywhere else too. Probably like this Friday or something. Everywhere, Spotify, iTunes, and whatnot. So they can look that up. Bonkerz, Bonkerz. The video gonna come out too, probably in a couple weeks and whatnot later down the line. And be on the lookout for Caution for sure.
Yeah, and then you have those works. Is there anything that we like to know that because we are nosy around here? Is there anything like in the future besides albums and videos that you have in the works?
Besides like albums and videos?
Yeah, what you got? Merch? You got?
Oh yeah, I got merch coming for sure. I'm still working. I'm just doing a whole bunch of samples lately. Yeah, so like usually when people see me in some Bonkerz gear, it's just because it's my shit and it's samples. So I'm trying to perfect it. So maybe later down the line. That's it really. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak too much on what's not there right now. But it'll be some more shit for sure.
Well, good. Well. I want to play Caution actually for the audience, and we'll be back because Caution is fire.
yeah, Caution that's it for sure.
So let's play Caution, and we'll be back, and we'll actually let the audience know where to find you and all the information. So we'll be back.
That's a bet.
Then Cammie's Up presents in the studio with Cammie Johnson. We'll be back.
Yeah. Extended clips, banana rounds for niggas out of bounds. Niggas vegan, they don't want beef, they don't like cows. You ain't got no juice, your girl should lose a couple pounds. I took L's on some pounds, sent a work up out of town. I'm a dog, I'm a hound, I'm the shit, I gotta lose bounds. I get a bag when I'm OT. She said, what's that? Bitch, out of town. I stay down to my ground through tribulations and my trials. Married to the money over bitches, that's my vows. Don't let me catch you slipping, nigga, move with caution. My bitch hate that I stay dangerous, I'm not cautious. Tell the Uber driver slow down, I get nauseous. Hop up out the car and all I hear is oh my goshes. I don't fuck with that bitch no more. Pump faking on the gram, she needy and she broke, look. I don't fuck with that nigga no more. He a buster, he a mark, he a clown, he a joke. Give me a steak medium rare. Bitch, I grew up on free lunch. The power's in my hair. You a buster, you a mark, you a punk. Gun on my lap, got no time to go to the trunk. You a sucker, you a rat, you a chump. You be turning shit down, you ain't really with that funk. Why you got a pistol, nigga? You ain't gon' bust. Fuck her on occasion, she get mad, we not dating. We don't talk a couple months, she be going through her faces. She be going through my phone like it's the yellow pages. I be like, never mind that shit, baby, lose one, gang two. Got a chick, black and Asian, got another talk Caucasian. Use her whip for a leg. I be driving like I'm racing, make her go get me some Cajun food from Caleb. And Carson, take the one to exit Carson. I can sell water to a well, I got that jargon. Shout out Yak 5, Scottsdale, Marson, Lil Young Chalk, Westside, Martian, Funk P, that's fruits. I get my produce out the market, 20 stills, Long Beach, stay down like carpet, act right, NHP, Northside, P Walker. Pull up to the fives, on a Bevan, I'ma park it, stay dangerous, catch a nigga while you jogging, sock a nigga while you talking. Don't let me catch you slipping, nigga, move with caution. My bitch hate that I stay dangerous, I'm not cautious. Tell the Uber driver slow down, I get nauseous. Hop up out the car and all I hear is oh my goshes. I don't fuck with that bitch no more. Pump faking on the gram, she needy and she broke, look. I don't fuck with that nigga no more. He a buster, he a mark, he a clown, he a joke. 9mm, that's my senorita. Nike Cortez, Tamara Antia. All white socks, pull 'em up knee high. Bucket hat from Italy, dripping, Fila. 350 my Adidas. Told her that I love her, I don't need her. Shut the fuck up. Suck on my wiener. I like to have my cake and eat it too, I'm not a cheater. I need to go to Walmart, I need some wife beaters. Be useful, bitch, put some money in a meter. She like, why you got your gun? Why you got your heater? She not used to real niggas. She used to skeeters. 28 grams walking by security. TSA lady said, take off your jewelry. I said, I gotta board the plane, my shit take off at 6. Goddamn, you want a nigga to get naked in this bitch. I be walking through the port, floating like a ghost. Pop one of them Zans, I'ma land before I know. Pull up to the Villa Ocean view on the coast. I done been to hell and back, so I be doing the most. If you my nigga, then I got you. I got some crip homies, but nigga, I am Paru. I'm a rock for all my niggas. I won't doubt you. Told the biddy we can go to Roof Chris or got you kaku. Hey, yeah, yeah. Don't let me catch you slipping, nigga. Move with caution. My bitch hate that I stay dangerous, I'm not cautious. Tell the Uber driver slow down, I get nauseous. Hop up out the car and all I hear is oh my goshes. I don't fuck with that bitch no more. Pump faking on the gram, she needy and she broke, look. I don't fuck with that nigga no more. He a buster, he a mark, he a clown, he a joke.
That's caution. Oh my God. Yeah. You know, lyrics.
Yeah, for sure.
Lyrics all day. You know what? That's a party song for real.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait till it's on all your other platforms.
Yeah, it's gonna be out this week for sure.
Okay. Well,
on the Spotify.
So let everybody know where to find you and your music and caution.
For sure. You can follow me on Instagram. Eastside Bonkerz, ES_BONKERZ. Spotify, everything is Bonkerz, BONKERZ, SoundCloud, all of that. I got a website, whoisbonkers.com, you know what I'm saying? Twitter, I got all that shit. Just look a nigga up, Eastside Bonkerz. Yeah.
Well, yes, it's Eastside Bonkerz, Cammie Johnson in the stew with Cammie Johnson. We're going to be with a new interview also. Oh, my God. I cannot believe.
The dog's in the building.
Oh, Finatticz. It's an honor for you to come through. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we're going to have the Finatticz. We're going to switch up. We're going to get them all mic'd up, and we'll be back with the Finatticz. Thank you, Bonkerz.
For sure.
All right.
Good looking.
Okay, it's the ruler, nightmare cougar. Keep me a Ruger, pop me a poop butt. The east where I grew up, so it's what I threw up. Sicker than the motherfucker, might throw my food up. Who cooler? No one loser.
Okay, we back. You all remember this. This was a hit. Oh my God. We were jamming to this everywhere. Like everywhere. Oh my God. It's Cammie Johnson. We back with the Finatticz. Everybody give him a clap. Clap it up. Not too many people can achieve what you guys achieve now. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing for some.
Man,
but you guys, it's a blessing, though.
Everything.
Oh, my God. You guys need to tell me, how did this come about from the very beginning? Because it seemed like it was so organic.
Man.
Like, it just... You came in the studio?
Nah, it wasn't... Well, it was me and my other partner, Easy. He ain't here right now.
Yeah.
You feel me? But, shit, like... We did that shit in like 15 minutes.
Right.
Like 15 minutes. You feel me? It ain't a real lyrical song. You feel me? It's just
Right.
like, we just did it real fast and it blew up. Like they start playing in little house parties. We start performing there. Next thing you know, my boy, he gave Power 106. They was outside the liquor store on Manchester and Dinker. And my boy gave him a mixtape while they was out there. Next thing you know, they put it on their show. Spin on the show. Then we got invited down to the... what's his name, bro? DJ Aaron to this little show. And then after that, we met Charisma, and then went up from there.
Yeah. Charisma has made some hits for people, for sure.
Charisma, yeah. Shout out to her.
Yeah. So 15 minutes and everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And I didn't want to do that shit. Like, I was cool. Like, I didn't want to do that. I'm cool.
I mean, how did it affect you guys? Like, you know,
like,
how did it change your life?
Man, I can't really. I don't know, you know, because I was still in the hood, so it was like I still see people and stuff. You know, it was normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But until I went to my shows, you feel me? When I'm in my local, everybody know me, but when I go to like out of state or something, I was cracking.
So you've been out of state, you've been all over the country with this.
Yeah.
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 And you know, as it was so huge, but how did it go from, you know, just this, I mean, you went from state to state, but you traveled everywhere. Who said, you know what, hey, we're going to establish you guys as a brand, and now we're going to do this, and we're going to make it a business? Who was that person that came in your life and was like, okay, now we got to make a structure to this? Because it wasn't a structure.
No, it wasn't. It was, well, it was my boy Shaheed and Mustafa. You feel me? As the manager, you feel me? Like, they like really like packaged the Finatticz shit up.
Right.
We got the little website cracking. We got our CDs. We got our posters, our shirts. We got the studio. So we was out there doing it all on our, like, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that shit by ourselves until, boom, we got the little label shit cracking and, you know what I'm saying?
And so what was life before dun-dun-dun?
Man.
Come on.
Shit,
What was life?
We was hood. Like, I don't know. Like, we was in the hood. Like, we was getting how we live. You feel me? You feel me? Then this music shit, like, I stuck to it. No matter what. So I stuck to that. And, you know what I'm saying? That would work for me.
Yeah. So, you know, everybody asks the same question. And I'm going to ask it, too.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Man, a thun thun, that's an ecstasy pill, you feel me? It's a thun thun.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we call it a thun thun, you feel me? You pop it and you feel like Superman, like thun thun thun, you know. That's why I call it a thun thun.
I swear on me, I didn't know.
Yeah, that's why I call it a thun. Everybody thinking we talking about ass, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all want to run with, okay, y'all think it's that, but we talk about a being, you feel me?
So it was truly that at the end of the day.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I have been enlightened. Thank you. No, but to be honest, like, to go from that to now times after that.
Yeah. Man, like.
Because that was 2012?
2012, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we put out other singles too, but like all that shit got overshadowed by that. Like, for real.
Yeah.
We had Bang Boom with Ray J. That shit got
Ray J attached to a lot of this, yeah.
Not really, but
yeah,
he got something to do with it, yeah. But
Because you was around the time there was the Rejects was right before that, and they had their sign. They had their time.
Swag.
Yeah.
It was like, man, on everything, like everybody that I seen that got on, they was like at this little record pool at Road on Wheels, but they stopped it. But they went there and they shit blew up after that. I swear to God, like Cali Swag, what's the New Boys, all of them, it was at the same shit.
At the same time.
Yeah, and that
one
shit blew up
another.
like boom, 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 boom. YG, DJ Mustard, he was the DJ up there.
Right.
So you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. On everything, they blew up. I used to go to that shit all the time.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, it was like one after another, and you ride that wave with this one song, and then you make your music. What has it been like since, like, all of that coming home? When you came home, what was like the first thing, like, they were like, wait a minute, is this,
man, like, that
is
shit
it over? Or is it like, we need to get back in the studio?
It was just, that was off top. Like, we in the studio for sure, like, every day, but man, there was just so much, life, you know what I'm saying? There's so much shit going on. You like, damn, like,
definitely,
like, man, but we stuck with it. Like, we, you know what I'm saying? We got this little slapper right now, so we've been dropping music, but this the only one that just really just took off like how it did. You feel me?
Yeah, and it definitely has taken off in the clubs. So how did that come about too?
These little videos, I think these little twerk videos, and these little girls gangbanging, doing little signs and shit.
Yeah,
like, that shit be going viral.
Yeah.
But the crazy part about the song was made last summer. The song wasn't put out though. It was
first time I heard it was in the strip club.
No, it wasn't. The song wasn't put out. It was just like popped up at his crib with the beat.
Yeah.
I had made the beat for somebody else, but they didn't want the beat. They wanted to purchase a whole nother beat. So I brung the beat to his house. We was in the process of working on our other mixtape, our last mixtape, Make Summer Ratchet Again. But it didn't make it to the mixtape, so I came to his house, put the hook on. The next thing you know, he added his verse and put Easy on it. And then this year, he like, man, we got to drop this song, man. Y'all playing. He kept pushing the issue, like, man, y'all playing on this record. Y'all just letting it sit up, because it just did it and just let it sit up.
Yeah.
Like, man, then he dropped it, put it on DistroKid. Next thing you know, we made a little thick bitch, little bitch challenge. Females start sending their videos in. Boom. Then just different little stuff. We had a lady send us in. She was like kind of big. She was eating chicken wings and Wingstop to the song. Then we had another little girl. She was gang banging and everything. Like, it was funny.
Yeah.
You know, that was at school, but it was like the little kids and a lot of stuff, a lot of people, a lot of DJs. You know, they grasp onto the record. And I kind of feel like it's something that's repetitive, so it's in their head. Think bitch a little bit, and they just gonna run with it. Something that's what's going on right now. Twerk movement, high pace, like high pitch music and everything like that. That's what's going on right now. So it's definitely gonna run for a minute.
Yeah,
it's just now getting started to me.
That's crazy, but this is like coming around again, full circle.
But it took a minute. It took a minute.
Man,
we did
like this. The first song like me and my other partner Easy, like we did since like. Man, like a minute, like years, you feel me? So it was like, damn, this shit went up.
Cause we was on the road, it was just like me and him, like constantly doing music. The clothing line, which you see on right now, called L7 Square, he came up with the idea. We just put different things to it. Then we got the other merch for the Finatticz. But like, we just constantly think of ideas and move daily, even with us falling. That still wasn't nothing. It was like, all right, we gotta move, we gotta keep pushing, we gotta keep pushing. And us doing that came back around just to where we are right now. To now we finally got another banger that's in the streets, and it's like cool for me because like I make beats and stuff. So for me to make a beat and be on the record is dope because I made beats for a lot of artists. So a lot of people really didn't know that I rap. It was just like we doing music and I'm on songs. And it's just like, oh, who was that?
But then hard.
It's like once and like now people get the idea like, okay, like he rap and make beats. So I just feel like it's a powerful thing to make a hit with my bros. And we ain't got no major feature again. They did it one time without a major feature. This time another, we don't have a major feature, and we did it all off grind. So that's the good thing about this record.
Yeah, I mean, this is like Charmed. Like you don't hear the story. Like you come back around again. And the thing about it is you did it 2012, 2013, and around that time, here we are in 2019. How has that moment in time changed now to this moment in time as far as business is concerned?
Man, like this business, this shit janky on everything. Like these promoters and all that. Like So they like that shit like based off social media. If your social media ain't booming, they ain't like on you feel me? Like they'll try to downplay you, try to give you some crumbs to come perform and all this shit. Like,
right.
Fuck all that.
Then it's like a whole different mind state. Like it's a whole different mind state with everything. It's like, you know, back then you just now putting your feet in the water, you know, so at the end of the day you don't know, you just know your feet gonna get wet. You don't know like, oh, this might be 8 feet, I might fall in here, so I gotta be prepared. So with this going around now, taking losses, just going through a lot of stuff, the whole mind frame is different from business to making sure paperwork right, whatever we got to do, from learning situations. Like that's all we've been doing, taking previous problems and just capitalizing off of it. Like, hey, we made this mistake, so we're going to take that back. We're going to go do this, and we're going to renew this situation and be better at it. So now, with this situation coming around with this record, it's going to be a whole different movement than what went on with the last record.
Right.
Even though the record was stupid huge, it's like this one we have totally control of. So nobody can take this, nobody can do anything. It's all ours.
Yeah.
So we for sure gonna make sure it go to the top.
Yeah, because I mean, with 48 million people have viewed that song, and how does it translate into money? Because that's like people are like, dang, they made 48 million. How does that? How did YouTube really respond to you in the bank?
Shit, BMI, and fucking, you gotta have your publishing. That's where all the money is, your publishing. That's where it's all at.
Yeah, because I noticed there was a lot of names
Sound exchange,
involved behind it.
Yeah, that shit janky, man. You feel me? That whole situation was janky. You feel me? I regret that shit. You feel me? But you live and you learn. You feel me? And that's where we at now. Like that whole situation was janky off top.
Yeah. And so now you're recovering from that, but this album with this song is going to take you to the top. I really want to play it, and we'll be back. Hey, El Camino, cue it up. We about to play the hit of the. It's going to be the hit of the summer for real, 2019. All right. So you guys introduce it for me.
Go ahead, man.
Don't introduce it, man. Do what you do.
You already know
Come
what
on.
it is, man. It's the gang. You know what I'm saying? We in here. Thick Bitch, Lil Bitch. It's out right now. All platforms. Go ahead and get that. And we about to turn up right now and listen to it.
Yeah. So we'll be back.
That's how you came out.
In the studio. Here we go.
This is how we gonna do this.
Whoa. I need all of this point to the dance floor right about now. Look. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Gon' twerk some. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Hold on. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Gon' twerk some. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Hold on.
Hey, little bitch, shake her ass like a thick bitch. Thick bitch, she can dance but can't take dick. Oh, man, that shit hella funny, little bitch. Throw it back and she don't run from me. Hey, twerk something, no hands, bitch. Let me see you do that shit on your head, bitch. Oh, she put her finger on her kitty, got a whole lot of ass and a little bit of titties. Face pretty, feet pretty. Oh, I like it, face pretty, pussy pretty. I might bite it. Hey, she see it popping out my pants, I can't hide it. Oh my god. Then she whispering in my ear, can she write it?
Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Gon' twerk some. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Hold on. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Gon' twerk some. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Hold on.
Thick bitch, little bitch. Girl, toot that shit up, then switch. Fuck love, no, we don't commit. Bring that ass over here, girl, and divide that shit. Hold on, slim thick, thick slim. Can you ride dick? Little bitch stay lit like a pilot, but she barely got ass at all, and she bouncing biggity bouncing like a basketball. Girl, twerk something, throw it back and reverse on it. Kill these bitches like somebody put a curse on them. Whoop whoop, pull it over, girl. You about to get a ticket, little bitch, thick bitch, little bitch. You can get it. Hold on.
Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Gon' twerk some. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Hold on. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Gon' twerk some. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Hold on.
Thick bitch, little bitch. Girl, toot that shit up, then switch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Girl, toot that shit up, then switch. All the skinny hoes, get loose with it. Thick bitches, let me see what you can do with it. All the skinny hoes, get loose with it. Thick bitches, let me see what you can do with it. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch, gon' twerk some. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Hold on. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch, gon' twerk some. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Thick bitch, little bitch. Hold on.
DJ Dragos, he be spinning that shit up in there,
man. Oh my God, that's a club banger for real. You guys, I don't know how you came back around again, but man, you blessed.
Thank you,
man. I be thankful I got added to the equation, you know, because I wasn't even a part of the equation. I just knew them, you know. They had that hit song, and I was making beats, and I met them. I met Easy first, and then I met him. And me and him clicked. Like, I don't know what it was. We just clicked, got close. He knew people I knew. And then they moved the studio by my house. He called me one day like, nigga. Well, I'm like, what? That nigga like, nigga, I'm around the corner. They moved the studio. I'm like, what? From that day on, every day, we was in the studio together every day. Then it went from me being in the studio, from like, nigga, I'm about to take you to the shows. And it was like a lot of stuff you feeling happen because he put me in the equation. It wasn't nobody else like, hey, like, man, no, it was always him. Like, all right, boom. I went from making beats to being under to now I'm on stage, being the hype man. Now I got to do this. I got to take this to the DJ. Even with me being overseas, he made sure that I got overseas. All that was because of him. Even though I took care of business for the record, it was just he put me in that equation. So that's for sure that I always like thank him, and I be the whole loyalty of the situation. Because like I said, if it wasn't for him putting me in the equation, I wouldn't even be in the situation. So that's a good thing.
That's love. That's love. Well, to share that, I want to let everybody know that this is going to be something for you, but you continue to do what you do because it's never time to stop. And I want people to find out where they can find you on your social media, everywhere, like your clothing line, everything. I want everybody to know where to find you and how to be a part of the Finatticz.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at K187A_F. You can follow us at Finatticz, FINATTICZ_. And you can find this.
And then you can find me G5 like this. G, the number 5, YVELIKETHIS. Not no F, no none of that. It's G, the number 5, YVELIKETHIS. You know, a lot of people be getting me mistaken, putting the F. I don't do that. It's really G, the number 5. I kind of get offensive when people put the F instead of the 5. I'm just saying, gotta be different.
And then your clothing line.
And the clothing line, L7 Square Clothing. Everything spelled regular. L7 Square Clothing. Everything spelled regular. L7 Clothing.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming through. I know that we've been trying to get you in here at a really good time, and this is a really good time for you guys. And I really thank you for being part of the show.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.